Hi everyone, my name is Greg Vendetti and this is The Broken Record. Today we're going to talk about something that is essential in getting what you want, and that is how to properly set a goal. Now, as simple as it sounds, it is a fundamental practice that everyone should know about, especially if you're going to invest your time and hard-earned money into being successful. It should be hardwired into everything you do, and today I'm going to share a simple method that will help. Let's get started. So there are 5 components to making a solid goal, and we're going to use the acronym SMART, S-M-A-R-T, to break down each component and make it easy to remember. So the first characteristic of a good goal is that it is specific. Be as specific as possible and avoid general definitions along the way, like, I want to make more money. Well, do you want to increase revenue or cash flow? Do you want to lower expenses or increase productivity? There are a lot of things that go into actually achieving a goal. So before we set on that path, we want to know precisely what we want in order to be successful. The second thing about setting a good goal is that it is measurable. We want to draw a line in the sand in order to tell us whether or not we were successful at the end of the day. So for example, if you want to run a faster mile, the next question should be, how much faster? 30 seconds? A minute? The idea behind setting a goal is to challenge yourself to do better than what you're currently able to do. So without a measurement of success, we're hoping to do better rather than committing to it. Have a measurement of success. The next step is to make sure that your goal is realistic and attainable. Now, you have to be a subscriber of optimism, but if you're going to dive headfirst into getting something you really want and therefore eat into your personal life, it'd be better to have a target that you can actually hit. The balance you want to strike here is to have it not be too easy where you don't break a sweat, but also challenging enough where it takes you out of your comfort zone and allows you to grow in the process. Be realistic. It'll help in the long run. The fourth piece of setting a good goal is to make sure that it is relevant to larger objectives. In other words, is this really worth your time in pursuing? If you have data and information to validate this, then it's going to make it a lot easier to answer this question. For instance, you can make assumptions of an apparent problem and set a goal to actually fix it. But if you don't have data to prove that it's a big enough problem, you might wind up spending a lot of time on something that shouldn't necessarily be a priority. If you're investing yourself in something that doesn't have a big enough benefit or isn't that meaningful, you probably want to think about setting a different goal. Double check the relevancy of what you're doing. It'll save you a lot of frustration. Finally, crucial to achieving what you want is to apply it to a timeline. With a measured goal, we know exactly what we need to do in order to be successful, but with no time limit, there's no urgency, and therefore no structured progress. You have to push yourself. Plus, with a timeline, now we can actually start to apply a strategy around our goal. We can set milestones to make sure we're headed in the right direction, a budget, and basically just know the steps it will take to actually get to where we want to be. So, draw the path ahead of you and set expectations around where you want it to end. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you find this helpful, please like the video, share it with others, feel free to leave comments below. And remember, if you want to be successful, you have to have a strategy. And to have a strategy, you got to have a goal. This has been The Broken Record. Keep fighting, stay hungry.